Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I am going to take you on a little trip. We are headed up to the mountain to visit our favorite natural spring. We like to fill up our jugs about once a month for long-term water storage, and I was going to bring you into our outdoor space and show you what we're cooking when we don't have power. So a big shout out to A-Smoke for sponsoring today's video. I'm super excited to show you their new AS350 pellet grill. It is amazing and it has so many functions. I know you're going to love it. So let's head up to this mountain so we can get back and cook this yummy food. We go up again once a month and we like to fill out our large gallon jugs that we keep in our basement. You can check my emergency storage tour if you would like in my emergency preparedness playlist. And we do this for a number of reasons, but I always say to prep water. And if you can't find a spring in your area, I have linked the website. You may have to take a day trip like we do, but it is so worth it. And this spring water is just absolutely delicious. You, of course, can filter it out if you would like. If the water is looking a bit murky, I would suggest doing so. But we absolutely love having this family time together, and we can't wait to take you along more during the winter.
If we don't look too close into the mirror, just do as they say and let it all go, flow down the river.
As you can see, we stepped out of the car. We needed some fresh air, and I did see an eagle. I saw two of them actually, and I was amazed, honestly. They are just so magnificent, but there were several people on the trail that missed it. They were either on their phone or taking photos or off the trail, which you're really not supposed to do that, and it was a little disappointing. So this is my little reminder, my encouragement to take your eyes off the phone and just look up and look out, because there's so much beauty in this world. Stop listening to the media, stop watching it, because there is just so much to take in, and I hope you get a chance to do that every now and then. After we saw that marmot, we did see some elk, but I was just trying to take it all in. Like I told you, I did not whip the camera out. As you can see, we hit a bit of snow coming down the mountain, but it is no problem to us. We absolutely love the snow, as we talked about in the last video, but we were ravenous. We wanted to get home and get going with our beautiful day. We have been painting the house, just getting it ready to sell eventually, and we have been spending a lot of our sunshine days outside on the weekend when my husband has some days off, and it's just been such a beautiful year. As you know, we welcomed our sweet third child 6 months ago, and she has just made a beautiful mark on our family. So I did want to come out here in the garage and cook a meal for all of us together, and I wanted to show you the A-Smoke 350 pellet grill. It is amazing. It has so many functions. I've never had anything like this, so I am just so grateful to this company for sending one my way to check out and to try out, because I really wanted to just test it out before I recommended it all to you. So I did want to show you the tour of the outside of the grill and show you the functions. As you saw, it had proper ventilation in the back of the grill itself. That is super important, that you don't have anything blocking that area. And then on the right side, it does have this drip tray that collects grease, which is very nice. And when you open it here, I love that handle. It's super sturdy and firm, but as you can see, you have the grill feature. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that you can grill on here and do so much more. more, but this is where your pellets are going to go. And luckily, this company has some pellets of their own. The AS350 has exceptional performance and it's enabled by innovation. It has patented ASCA technology and it enables juicy, tender, and tasty meat as well as 3 times faster cooking speed. It's compact and powerful, and it features an 8-in-1 cooking style. So you can grill, like I said on here. You can smoke, of course. You can bake, roast, sear, and braise, barbecue, and char grill. Meanwhile, the compact product design makes it perfect for various outdoor settings, including home, backyard, camping, and so much more. There are so many less hassles because it is easy to use and easy to clean and automatically disposes ash for a cleaner experience. And it has superior quality. The A-Smoke AS350 is made of stainless steel and premium porcelain nonstick coating. We are going to start on a quick dinner here, but I did want to show you how this powers on. You could certainly plug it into any electrical outlet you have, but I wanted to test out that generator that we just received, and it was at around 90% when we first started. I did a 2-hour smoke on this meal, and it brought us down to 68%. So I thought that was pretty amazing, especially for this tiny little power station here. So if you wanted to use your generator, you could do that as well with this portable smoker. So I am going to get this in the preheat function, and then I am going to set my dial at 200, and then I'm going to load my pellets. This came with the grill itself. You'll have to order that separately, but I did want to mention they have a variety of flavors, and we have the applewood pellets currently. So I did want to mention, following the directions, I allowed my smoker to just smoke out for around 30 minutes. They recommend doing that to have any residue just burn off of the unit, and then we got started on what we were cooking. So I put a little bit more pellets in here to the top. Like I said, I'm rather new to this, but I wanted to get it right. So you again can pick whatever variety that you would like, but I would suggest using a Smokes brand.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality.
I did want to mention below the unit here is a little steam tray, and I feel like that's imperative when you are smoking just about anything, but we are going to do some salmon today and it can easily dry out. So I did end up putting a dish in there with some water, but it is important to do this step. I feel like even if you're in a humid climate, it does not matter. I am in dry Colorado, and the more moisture we can get, the better. I did want to show you the igniter on the bottom here and the auger. It can be very, very hot. If you have children, please keep them away from this grill. I have 2 curious toddlers, and I just wanted to show you where the heat is coming from. So those pellets will come out of the top there and then through the burn unit to the auger, and the igniter itself is not going to glow red, but it is very warm. You can feel it coming out of the top there. So right now I am cutting up some vegetables with a baby in tow. That's typically what we're doing for family day, and every day for that matter. And we are going to do some red onion, sweet potato, and Brussels sprouts. I was excited to find these at my local farm stand down the road here, and they had a citrus bundle which included some of their apples. So I grabbed some of those and threw them on here just for some extra flavor. I am very pleased to announce that we got our hands on some wild caught salmon, and I suggest everyone do the same. I will link where we get ours in the description box down below. I am not affiliated with them at all. I just love their salmon, and wild caught is very important to my family and myself. So I have some of this Kevin's steak seasoning. It's like a sugar-free seasoning, and I have some olive oil, of course. I'm going to mix this all together and find a pan that fits in this smoker.
There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary.
And I did want to mention the ASCA technology. I was not familiar with this when I found this unit, so I thought all of you might want to know a little bit more about it. But it infuses superheated steam to enrich flavor and reduce fat for healthier, tasty barbecue dishes. The Steam Assist technology is the core of enabling great taste without compromises. Its advanced heating system distributes consistent, even heat for perfectly cooked barbecue results, and there's no more uneven hot spots or raw centers. So the customizable flavor injection lets you add marinades, wines, juices, or other liquids to impart extra taste and get creative and take your barbecue flavors to the next level.
You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. 'Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is.
As you can see, we were raking up some leaves to, of course, put in our chicken coop and garden. Don't throw out those leaves. They are great compost if you can keep them. I know my East Coast people may have some nasty ticks in their leaves, but we like to save ours. I popped inside quick to make a sauce for our salmon. As you know, there's just a touch of sickness in our house, so of course, raw garlic and local honey is going in everything that we eat. I have 3 cloves here and then about a teaspoon of that honey, and I am using some Dijon mustard with a touch of warm water and mixing it all together. This is just a drizzle for the top of the vegetables and the salmon.
Tears are proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta fall.
Our 2 hours has gone by, and I wanted to check the internal temperature of our salmon. The A-Smoke has it all. We have one of the temperature probes on the side of the unit here, and I'm just going to put that into the center of our salmon. Salmon needs to be brought up to 145 degrees to air quote safely eat it, but we like our salmon a little on the rare side, so I waited for 135 and then it was good to serve. I will say before you cook this meal, definitely flash cook those sweet potatoes. They were edible, but they did not have enough moisture in them to cook them all the way through. The Brussels sprouts and onions were just fine, and I will give a big shout out to my dad who was coaching me through this meal all the way long distance in Pennsylvania. He suggested going low and slow with this, but of course I was trying to speed things up and get on with our day. So I bet if I would have gone low and slow, those sweet potatoes would have been cooked to perfection. By this time, everyone was super hungry, so I ended up drizzling that honey mustard sauce that we made together and a little bit of goat cheese on top of this, and the meal was amazing. Even my 6-month-old enjoyed little bits and pieces here and there. She absolutely loved it, and the flavor combination was just perfect for this dish. I'm going to end the video here. I am so happy that you had a chance to stop by and spend the day with us. Don't forget to check out A-Smoke. Everything you need will be linked down in my description box, including a discount code. I am going to catch you on the next one. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye, everyone.
can do whatever.